Hey guys, welcome back. It's your host FIRNZAJJ, and this is the MelVee Family Pod episode 5.
Yes.
You already know. As always, you can catch me on Instagram at clear.ndh.ww and the same on TikTok. But if you see embarrassing photos, like just let it slide. I still need to go back and refresh. Okay, but as always, I'm here with my brothers.
Well, this is your boy, the man, the myth,
the legend.
The introduction.
Yeah, my name is Ryan Jalambe. My Instagram is your boy _Ryan.ww. Yeah, it's good to be here.
It's good to be here.
Yes,
I feel good as well. I'm happy. I'm excited. I don't know what I can say. But this is your boy Mara, and you can catch me on my Instagram _Mara.manos. And if you want to catch me on my Facebook name is Maranatha Mano Mano. And if you want to catch me on my satellite, you can just give me a call on
satellite.
We're going global.
Yeah. Well, on me people, this is your boy Wayne. You can find me on Instagram at Wayne_NDH.
Yes,
I'm happy to
guys,
be
in
here.
this episode 5 of season 2, guys, I'm just so excited that we're in season 2.
Yes, in
I must say,
episode 5 already.
Hey,
we are moving.
we're moving. But in this episode, we're going to be talking about communication between parents and friends.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yes.
But we can just focus only on the parents because abangani, our friends, it was also communicated. It's a relationship. It's a type of relationship, right? So obviously, before we get into the juicy stuff, right, it's you're talking about communication, but we need to define what communication is, right?
Yeah.
So the Google definition for communication, right, there's 2. Right. It says the first one is imparting or exchanging of information by speaking, writing, or using some other medium. Okay. Number 2 is means of sending or receiving information, such as information.
Information. There's no
such as phone lines and computers. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is really what we're looking for in terms. It doesn't really give you the definition of communication in a relationship. So I think for that we can define what communication is to us personally. And I think I'll start for communication. Is when you communicate how you feel. So if you're my friend, right, and you're a busy person, I don't mind you communicating, saying, listen, today I won't be able to talk, I'll be busy. That is communication for me. And if you tell me how you feel, let's say I did something, let's say I said a joke and you didn't feel good about it, you say, Claire, listen, this is how I felt about your joke, I didn't like it. I don't want to seem rude in any way, and I don't think you came from a perspective of being rude. But then this is just how I felt. Communicating how you feel and just the little stuff matter. Okay. So since we are defining how it is for us personally, I'm gonna start with Ryan. What is communication to you as
Okay. Communication to me is I'd say talking to someone you're close to, but certain situations. But even communication can be with anyone. Anyone you meet. Let's say you're on your job, right, and you have a meeting. You're talking to someone you don't know, but it's still communication.
You're communicating.
So it's talking, basically, talking to someone. And it could be anyone. So I understand from communication.
So what about you, Mar?
With communication, for me, what I understand or what I know about it is communication builds a relationship. I would like to take it as who is affected when communication is happening. It's 2 or more people. Maybe it's you and your mom or your dad or your friends, as you said. If you guys are communicating, both of you are affected. And I would like to say this: communication is needed in the house and out there. To have a good conversation with people out there, you should have a good conversation in the house with your parents. Because you can't, let's be honest, you can't have a good conversation with your friends and you can't have a good conversation with your dad. To have a proper good conversation with your friends, have a good conversation with your dad. Or maybe your siblings in the house. Everything begins at home. Home is the best. So I would advise the viewers out there that first start at home and the rest will follow. Yeah, that's for me.
And for you, what is communication?
Communication is, whenever I think about it, it's your ability to socialize, or not necessarily socialize, but interact with other people. Because there's different forms of communication. I mean, from what you mentioned, the definition, there's speech, there's text, and for others, there's sign language, whatever it may be, just the ability to interact and get points across and viewpoints on whatever of sort you may want to get past to someone else. So that's what communication is for me, interaction.
All right.
So I think the main thing is obviously interaction.
Yeah.
That we've all stated, it's a thing of two parties talking, right? And you hear we're talking about communicating with parents and friends. So before we get to parents, because parents there's the age difference, the age gap. So we can start with friends. Like, how do you communicate with friends? Why is it important to communicate with friends? And I think it also betters the relationship, because not all your friends you're gonna be with them till you guys grow old. But it's also good just to communicate at the current moment, so that it builds you as a person, right? And also, like, you guys are my friends. Literally, you guys are my friends. Yes, you're my brothers, but you're also my friends. And every day we're communicating. This podcast right now, we're communicating. We're talking about a certain topic, and I'm communicating how I feel about it, and I'm asking you guys questions. So I think that generally is, how do we communicate with our friends in a strategic and practical way? So I think that's a question. How do we communicate with abangani bethu? Is it bethu? Yeah. Just wanted to make sure. So how do you guys communicate with friends?
How? How? I mean, there's many different ways you can communicate with friends. I mean, now there's technology. People still send letters. I mean, you can communicate through letters. You can communicate in person like we are doing now. And okay, how to communicate can go many ways, can go many different ways. So for me, if it's to be a deep topic, how you go to communicate to them is to go to someone that you trust, someone that you've been with for a long time. People nowadays, you're only friends for like 5 months or 2 months,
and it's like you knew each other for the longest of time.
We're really talking about something very deep, like something that you only talk to with your parents or siblings. So I think how you talk to them is be straightforward, get straight to the point. And people like beating around bushes. Just to get to, it's easier to get straight to the point than to go around the bush and be like, no, this, that. But also, just be straightforward to the point.
I also would like to say something. I would like to say communicating with our friend depends with the relationship that we have with them. You see, you can't, like, for example, what you said, you have a relationship with someone for 5 months. You cannot just go out there and tell him everything about your life. No, you can't do this, you see. But let's say, for example, me and Wayne have been friends for a very long time. I can go to Wayne and tell him what's bothering me deep down, because I know that Wayne has been there for a very long time. I can't just go out there and tell him. So it depends on the relationship that you have with your friend.
But also on that note of being friends for a long time, I can be friends with someone for the longest of times. Let's say, instance, my primary friends, some of them I still talk to them. I knew them in grade R, but I don't tell them certain things. Yes, they can be watching my life from Instagram, like, oh, okay, she's doing a podcast, that's nice. But I won't tell you what's actually happening, how I feel about it. Am I tired? Is this thing weighing down on me? I won't tell you that. I can know you for like 14 years plus, but
Like
I will
the
not
relationship
tell you.
won't be strong,
Yes,
yeah.
the relationship won't necessarily be strong. It's a relationship of hi, hey, yeah, cool, school's fine, school's okay, and then that's it.
Yeah, the foundation is important. Yeah.
So what about you? How do you think you connect to friends? Communicate, so not connect. Communicate.
Yeah, you're there. You're the pipeline.
No, it's friends, man. The friends is a very unique one.
Yeah.
Because there's many ways. And I look at my group of friends. If I just look at you like this,
You already communicate with your eyes.
There's a certain way when
Yeah.
I look at you, we just start laughing.
Non-verbal
I'll just go, and then we'll all laugh. You see?
Yeah.
If I just go, easy cockroach, and then people start laughing. So with friends, it's very unique because there's certain no, not habits. I want to say there's another word I'm looking for, but I can't really get it. But I just say habits or certain things we create between each other that because of our relation helps us understand each other. So there's many ways. I mean, I can't name them all. But just those little things that are within, you'll know it when you know it, if I can say that. Because it's just like when people ask you, what kind of music do you like? You can't really mention everything. You'll know what you like when you hear it. And when you know what you don't like when you also hear it. So yeah, there's many ways. But from the few I can list, it's the little things that we just do.
Like what?
And also just
Little
talking.
things matter.
Just go, yo. Also just be like, to the max.
Sports to the max.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just those little things that we do with friends that makes it even more special. And it's parents that we're going to get to. Yeah, we'll see. And also with friends also, I think the other important thing is our upbringings also influence how we communicate.
Yeah, true.
Because like we said, at home is the first place. So obviously we're going to bring from home what we learned and bring it here, and that develops our own form of communicating.
True. So since we've spoken about friends, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, our parents also influence how we choose our friends.
Yeah.
So I
Very
think now
much.
we can now get into the juicy part.
Yeah.
The parents.
The parents.
This is not a venting session, by the way. It's not. Let's just put it out there. It's not a venting session. It's just us as teenagers communicating how we feel about the way how parents communicate with their children, right? So obviously we've defined what communication is. So the question is, how now do we communicate with our parents? Obviously there's how they were brought up and how we are brought up. So obviously they're still trying to figure out how to bring up in this world, right? They're okay, I don't want to say they're still children, but then they are still children to their parents.
Yeah.
So there's that authority, like their parents who are your grandparents have authority over them, and they have authority over you. So whilst they're still being taught by their parents, air quotes taught by their parents, they're also teaching you.
Yeah.
So I think it's a thing of trying to find an equilibrium of how to communicate with these two different ages, because you guys might be 30 years apart, and those are different decades that they're brought up in, and now you're brought in the 21st century. So I think first question is, how do you communicate with your parents in a proper, polite, but still effective way?
I think how you talk to them, right, is you have to be straightforward, as I said. You have to be straightforward. I don't think you can really be polite in a way of expressing yourself. But I think whatever happened to you, it happened to you. And how much it affected you will be how much you can really put out or express yourself towards them. So if, let's say, you witness something really bad, you can't really hold back your emotions by saying like, oh, like, yeah, of course you're gonna cry. Maybe you might even scream because like it's too much to hold. So I think you must come how you are, so it's straightforward and not like
authentic.
You're not trying to hold it back. And because if you hold it back and make it worse,
Yeah.
and it will build on itself, it'll build on it, build. That's where also mental health comes into play. Where if you continue to hold back your problems, you cause yourself stress, depression, anxiety. Your mood will change. A lot will go on with you. As you say, a lot can happen.
Yeah.
A lot is going on here.
There's
a lot going on over here.
What is going on? But also, you need to answer, why is it important? You know, because you spoke about mental health, and it is important to talk about it. And not sometimes not easy to express how you feel, especially with the different type of cultures. In the Western culture, it's very easy. You can just come to a parent and be like, yo, listen, this is how I feel, this is what's going on, you know, this is what happened. But also in African culture, there's certain things you can't say to them.
You can't say. You see, even long ago, you're not allowed to know your friend's age.
I was shocked. I'm like, what? Nowadays, you just ask, how old are you?
They'll just tell you.
Yeah.
You can't even say their name. You have to call them by something else.
Like Baba, Mama, or something.
There was many taboo stuff, or not taboo per se. There was many off limits things you just don't touch.
The respect was just too much. It was a high. It was on an extra level.
Like, for instance, you couldn't go direct to your father and ask for money. You have to go through the mom, and the mom has to ask the dad.
Ask for money.
Money for what?
Where? This money, asking for money maybe is recent. Back then, I don't know.
But I would like to say something on how to talk to them as well. I think for me, I'll give you 2 key: respect and be thoughtful. If you put those together, you have a good conversation.
Definitely.
Because if you put respect and if you think before you talk what to say everything, but know how to say it.
Yeah, but also on that, know how to say it. There's this thing that's going around on social media, how when you're strict parents, you must plan how you're gonna say it. You have to be like, okay, no, I'm gonna go to the hello, hi, I want to go. You see, so
if you plan, you start doing like going around the bush.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're not straight.
That's true.
So
it's like,
you be like, the thing is, the boys are going to send to. You just want to say, can I go to the boys?
Exactly.
Like, the boys are going to the Centon and the Centon.
I think I want to go.
I think they were saying, can I come?
Or not even. The one thing I love most, and I used to do this, is you just come there and you'd be like, that's where the boys are going out. You'd explain your story, and then you'd be like, what's your point? Yo, bro, that would crush me. I'd be like, but then now when I look back, I'm like,
wait, why did I
makes
do
sense. Be straight to the point.
Yeah.
Especially when you're asking for something.
What's your point? I know, man.
No, but it's harsh. It's harsh criticism, but it actually builds you to be like, okay,
be straight to the point.
Exactly. That's why it also that point of being thoughtful really comes in. Don't be offended by it. There's a reason he's saying that, because now imagine if you go around doing that to every other person. Now when you go to school, ma'am, so you see this
not even in school, let's go McDonald's.
You see, so today I'm feeling like I want what do you want?
Just say what you want.
Say what you want.
Is it the last time mama ordered something that she didn't eat?
Okay, let me
try. Is your food nice?
Don't try.
What does it taste like? What is happening? They put chili in the food.
She didn't even want to eat. She's like, it's too much.
Yeah.
But hey, I think also just to communicate to the parents, right? We might not just say, as kids, we must know how to communicate. Yes, we should. But parents should also understand where we're coming from. We're still growing. We're still trying to understand ourselves too. Right? And I think for them, I have here on my notes, just the thing, start communicating with your children whilst they're young. Like right now, parents can just start communicating and be like, oh, okay, listen, how are you feeling? What's happening in your life? Obviously, you don't feel uncomfortable, like, why don't you know about my life? Why is it important? But you don't have to say everything, right? You can just say, oh no, things are fine. Certain like little details here and there, right?
Starts with a convo.
No, but also if they ask you that question, right? Like, how are you doing? Like, what's going on in your life? If they ask you that question and you're like, oh, it's fine, but actually it's not fine, you're basically
but you're explaining
holding
yourself.
it back.
No, but
relation.
Also, what I think when they ask you that question, it means you're lacking something.
Yes.
You're
Or they
lacking-
see something's changing.
Yeah.
That's a
You want
nice
the
one.
fist bump?
Jonga.
Yay!
Yeah, it means you're lacking something.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
like
means
hide and rock kind
they're
of
indirectly
spice.
telling you that I want to talk to you.
Yes, I want to
but
know.
you are not making.
You're not letting me know what's in your
Exactly.
life. Please let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
People-
blocking me from getting there. Open the gate.
People end up regretting not saying what was actually happening
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
Because what if we could have changed something in their life, but they're only figuring out now that I should have said what I wanted to say, because now look at me. Wow, like how am I feeling now?
Yeah.
But also it's like sometimes holding it back can actually change something and make it positive in your life somehow. But yeah.
Another true quickly before
Yeah.
you speak. Another one here is let your children know that they've been heard. That's a good one. And
Yeah.
express your own feelings and ideas when communicating.
Yeah.
So a conversation is a two-way street.
Yeah.
You see, you say what you need to say, I say what I need to say, but you both understand where we're coming from. If I say, Mara, I don't like how your hair is looking, it's looking very scruffy.
Aye.
You must understand. He must understand why I'm saying it. And then he can tell me, no, but this is the way I like it. This is the way it's supposed to be. And I must understand. I might not prefer it, but I must understand that this is what he likes.
Yeah.
This is how he wants to be, and that's his hair. It's not my hair. You must also understand how other people view his hair and what people have to say. Right? People are entitled to their opinions, but then their opinion must be valid.
Yeah.
You can't just say it because it's your opinion. No, it might hurt someone's feelings, right? And I think you need to say something.
Yeah, man. Coming back to teenagers and relating to their parents, that one. And this is just not just with parents, this is for everyone also. Society paints a picture that parents are the bad guys, if I can put it like that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does.
Like you don't
It does.
need to talk to them.
Yeah.
You know, and this is also like for teens and stuff. It gives you like, they portray a certain way you're supposed to do things, which is not always correct, because your parents are your best friends.
Yeah.
They brought you into this world, and they'll be the ones to not take you out but bury you.
Yeah.
No, they brought you in, so they'll send you out too.
They understand you more than
Exactly.
everyone.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
all parents are perfect, but at least they love you so much that they want to know.
Try to communicate with your parents.
Try
And see.
communicate
with them and see what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
the best friends. You
the best of the
guys,
best.
when I tell you I love my parents when I talk to them, man, I can come and be like, Daddy, I saw this girl. I'm not scared anymore.
Yeah. Look at
This
this
one.
one.
Sometimes I come to mom and be like, yo, mommy, so like, yes, this is like shit, isn't it?
I just remember this. I just remember this one day. We were going for production at church. Then Dad was like, "Today there's no talking to girls. All you have to do is awake because today's a weekend." I was like, "Okay."
So he's watching.
It's
He's
okay.
watching.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that communication is needed in
key,
the house.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Man, I think you're going to call up one of Wayne's friends.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Lang
it's
man.
CJ, no?
Long man.
Yeah.
And I guess very tall.
Hey.
Eish.
He plays rugby, guys. If you don't know, like CJ plays rugby. So I think you can put his Instagram. Bro, you must also join.
We'll ask him, hey guys, rugby will see me late. Hopefully soon. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Now, we'll see. Definitely.
see.
Now, but I'm going to go into it. Yeah.
Joining your boy. That boy.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's call up CJ Hiwa,
Lang man.
aka Shweza.
Rugby boy. No.
So,
Shweza. Hey. Yeah.
Seems like you can't get a hold of him.
This happened the last time.
Yeah.
But do you-
and then he's like, I'm scared, guys. In season 1, we tried to call him, right? He's like, no, I'm scared.
No, this happened the first time I was there. I still remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's CJ.
He
I
just
think,
messaged me now saying I'm nervous.
Again.
you know him.
Tell him, okay, we'll call him just now. We have another person. that
Yeah.
we can
All
call.
right.
Yeah, so.
Tell him to gather his strength and get ready to run in the rugby field.
So, we're calling your friend, Ivimbaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's give her a call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, you're speaking to Claire.
Oh, hi, Claire.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So at the panel, you've got Wayne, Ryan, and Maranatha.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm okay.
It's the Maranatha that you know. Don't be scared. Hey, it's me. I don't bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in this episode, we're talking about communication with parents and friends, right? So we wanted to know, is your communication with your parents, is it easy to communicate with them, like talk to them?
For sure, with his dad, it's easy. Yeah.
No, we need her to answer. We need her to answer the
Yeah, but with
question.
the things that we've seen before from his dad, you can tell. Yeah.
Yeah. And especially the topics.
Yeah.
So do you find it easy to talk to him?
My dad, not really. It's one of those things when he makes a decision, you know, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
dad, once he's made up his mind, then that's it. You can't make any decisions anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, with my mom it's easier, you know, she's more understanding. And sometimes, you know, she manages to talk to my dad and we get to an agreement, but
Yeah.
Your mom is your lawyer.
so, you know,
Spokesperson, yeah.
can hold quite a good case. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with my mom, yeah. But, you know, once it's up to my dad, sometimes you just know quickly it's a done deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's easy to communicate, and with that, has the communication changed over the years?
In a way, yeah. When you get older, I think you start realizing that sometimes if you don't communicate, you're the one who's disadvantaged more than, you know, the parents. Sometimes you get to speak up, not all the time, but sometimes I think you just get to a point where you have to say something because the decisions that they're going to make are going to affect the future. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
must speak up for yourself.
Seems like it's that those are pretty good points on
This is how
communicating.
Machan does. It's Machan, then you know it's.
No, like I think the one that got me the most is where she said once he makes his mind, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a done deal.
But also, I think the question I'd like to ask is, you mentioned how you find there's times where you can have a say, right? Or not necessarily can have a say. You can put in a word for something. How did you end up finding, or not finding, but how did you end up reaching that stage where you realized, okay, now I have some form of say in this? Like, at what point did you realize that, okay, now I can actually talk to my parents like in a convo and not just have them decide everything?
I think when I started my university applications, that's when I realized that, you know, if I don't say something, I'm going to end up with a career that I don't like. And spend the rest of because I couldn't say something. So at that, I think that's when I realized that I have to actually say something because, you know, we all have our point.
Yeah.
And there are some things that I understand when my parents make decisions, I might not like the decision, but I understand where they're coming from. But with, things to do with my future and all that stuff, I had to actually tell myself that, no, if you get a degree that you don't like, I'm going to waste 4 years in university. After that, spend the rest of my life doing something that I'm not even interested in because I wanted to make money. So there are times where you realize that some sacrifices are not worth it. I also have to put myself first, and it might seem as if you're being disrespectful, but you have to look for ways to bring up the issue without seeming as if you're trying to go against them or something.
I think I have also a quick question. How did communicating with your parents help you to communicate with your friends?
I think it's made me understand that listening to someone's perspective or their side of the story will help you get to a conclusion faster than when trying to dictate everything and all that kind of stuff. Because it's easier to come to a conclusion or make a decision about someone else's choices when you don't really understand their story. But as someone who grew up with a strict dad, and I understood that people want to be heard and their opinions also, they matter.
They're important.
That kind of helped me communicate better with my friends and try to understand something before I come to a conclusion or try and judge someone for the decisions that they make in their life.
Thank you so much for those great points, hey?
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Wimbai. Pass our greetings to
the family.
To the family.
I will.
All right, sure.
All right,
bye.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Stern father.
Right.
She said a very good point.
Very good ones.
A lot actually.
I love the university one.
Yeah.
Where if I don't put in a word,
you do what you want. You do what you don't want to do for 4 years.
Hey.
Yeah, I think this is a really touching issue when people are applying for the universities.
Yeah.
Now, because you didn't communicate with your parents back there, and now you want to start communicating with them now, it's gonna be difficult for you to pick what you want because they've been making your decision and you haven't been stepping up for yourself. You just have been quiet the whole time. So
that'll affect you in other areas.
I think also that some kids fear telling their parents what they want to do because some parents are like, listen, I want you to be a doctor. You'll be a doctor. You're gonna study this. You're gonna study that, right? And they feel like, no, I don't have a say. I don't have a say on my career, and sometimes I think once they go to university, that's when they start being rebellious. Because all of a sudden they're like they have this freedom. And also they're always vouching to live on campus. Like, I'm living on campus. I want my freedom because I've not been free for so long. And I think it's a two-way street once again. Parents should say, listen, I have certain aspirations I want you to have. But if that's not what you want to do, then okay, I understand that. But at least understand where I'm coming from. And then the child say, listen, I want to do 1, 2, 3. It might not be what you want, but it's what I want to do. And I'd love it if you support me. And I'd love it if I had you by my side because you are my parent. You brought me into this world and you will be there when I need you. And I think it's always communication. Speak your mind when it needs to be spoken.
She also said something that's
no. Sorry, I was thinking of my English. It was not working.
It's not coming out. Yeah, she also said if you don't communicate with your friends, it's a disadvantage to you. I guess
it causes a lot of problems.
A lot of problems.
Like in episode 5, we were talking about mental health. Speak your mind.
Yeah, speak your mind.
And
go to them, talk to them. Daddy this, mom this. Then everything will be
spectacular.
Because now, just take off for the university one. Imagine you go for years starting this thing, and then now all of a sudden you don't want to do it anymore. You're like, I want to tell my parents stop. They've invested so much
money,
so they want so much money.
And then with even picking what you want to study and stuff, that conversation, there's a way to go about it. Respect, because now you want to study this, but then your parents also know you, if your parents have taken the time, I mean, they always do this. They really study and see what you do and how you act and how you behave.
And what's best for you.
Sure, you might be hiding some things away from them about maybe your talents that you know they don't want to see in the house. But then most of the stuff, they know about you. So
respect and be thoughtful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And communicate with them.
So let's give your foot in Ushweza another try.
Let's see. Maybe he's not shy anymore.
Tell him to shine.
Glory.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you, CJ?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. So if you don't know, you're talking to Claire. Nah.
No, I know I'm talking to you.
Okay. So as a panel, you've got Ryan, Wayne, and Maranatha.
Hello and welcome.
Yo.
Hey, boys.
You good, my guy?
The tone is different now. Hey, boys.
That's the boys.
Yeah, so obviously we're talking about communication with parents and friends, right? So we've got a couple of questions. So the first one would be, how has your communication with your parents changed over the years?
I will not. Our relationship changed positively. But back then, we weren't like really close, I'd say, because I used to catch a lot of beating because I was really kid. And then as time went by, as I matured and stuff, we got closer and the beating stopped, meaning
that's
so I would say our relationship is good.
That's a good one. Hey, beating stopped, my guy.
At least they stopped.
I didn't mention about this, but
Chief,
when it stopped, that was like an achievement.
Yeah. And I like how you mentioned you guys got closer because you matured and you grew up, right? And obviously communication got easier, but there's still some aspects where it's a little bit hard to communicate. So do you find it easy to communicate with your parents all the time, or just in general, do you find it easy?
I would say with my mom it's easier to communicate because she's the kind parent, if I can say. And then my dad, we can talk here and there, but I can't tell him everything that's going on in my life.
True.
I have a question. How did communicating with your parents help you to communicate with your friends?
Sorry, come again. I can't really hear you guys.
How did communicating with your parents help you to communicate with your friends?
Wayne, do you mind typing that out to me?
I just repeated. He was asking, how did your relationship with your parents help you communicate with your friends?
How did they help me?
Hey, man,
I don't know.
Or is it the other way around? Communicating with your friends helped you communicate better?
It's the other way around.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Understandable. How did that? What's this? How do communicating with your friends then help you
communicate with your parents?
I'd like to skip that.
Nah, that's okay, man. I mean, certain things not everyone's ready to talk about, and that's okay. Totally. But I think for me...
No, wait. The question is, did Wayne help you? Is now the question. Did Wayne help you?
Why me, guys? There's a whole lot of people in his life.
Because you're here.
Alright, so I'm one out of the many that is okay.
It's good to know, and it feels nice.
It's very comforting to know that I helped my boy in some place in his life. But no, man, I think
Not in a good way, though.
You see now. Viewers, you heard it from CJ.
No. But no, I think for me that.
Nah, wait.
I think the one question for me is when did you realize that because you said the beating stopped, right? And I'm sure at some point you realized that I can talk to my parents in a much calmer way. I can ask for things better and stuff like that. I have somewhat of a say in certain convos now. Did you ever get to that point? And when did you realize that?
I realized when I was, I think, grade 10 during lockdown. Was it grade 10 or 11? I'm not sure.
It was
that
11.
period of lockdown.
It was 11.
10,
11, yeah.
I think, I don't know. But it was 2020, right?
Yeah.
During that period of time, I didn't really have like anyone to talk to because all your friends were at home. You couldn't meet them and stuff. So I tried changing my ways and tried getting closer to my parents. And during that period, we got closer and stuff.
Yeah.
And I found it easier to talk to my mom. And now we're like mates now.
Okay.
That's nice.
That's good to hear, man. Okay, mommy's boy. No, but otherwise, my guy, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And is it okay if we plug your Instagram on your or any of your socials?
Hey, don't chase, boy. Give me that cloud.
If you're gonna cloud
Plug
chase,
yourself.
if you're going to cloud chase, then we are gonna say no. No, I'm playing. We'll tag him down below somewhere here, maybe on the screen,
Or just say it for those out there who are listening.
or else you can find him in the comments.
Or any rugby match coming soon. Maybe they want to come through
Hey,
and see
rugby
you.
star.
CJ! You see some people shouting, yeah, Shweta!
Yeah, but otherwise, my guy, thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever time it is, the evening, wherever you are. I hope you have a wonderful time. Thank you so much, my guy.
No problem, James.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Away, Brie. Hey.
Yeah.
Beating stop. I don't think we really spoke about beatings, guys.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it. It's very interesting.
It was a form of communication.
Yeah.
But on a proper note, I think in the Western culture, it's not really a thing. I don't know. Maybe in South Africa, it's a big thing because even some of our westernized friends, they will also beat, but then it was slaps, not belts, or shamus are sticks.
We were beaten.
Like in general, like I don't know what
Guys,
like
if I tell you what my
I
father
know,
did,
man.
you would bath first. Why least you wait for him? And you know how long my dad takes to bath. You wait there for 2 hours. Then when he's done, you discipline you and he's clean.
But I think that taught us like respect.
Yeah.
Because now I'd say we respect more. Because if you see how some people, they don't get disciplined and like they'll just continue to do the same thing all over and over and over and over again. And it's like, why are they not listening? And like I'm talking to them all the time about the same thing. So I think it taught us that kind of discipline to know what's right and what's wrong.
And Dad used to like saying, if you can't learn from the mouth, you learn with your bums.
Yes. You can't learn when we took it to you. You learn.
You see, everything happens for a reason. Sigi was talking about lockdown. You see,
That's a serious one.
yeah, lockdown made him and the mother get close. Now he's mommy's boy because of the lockdown. You see, it happened for a
There's
reason.
nothing wrong with being a mommy's boy, guys. Okay.
There's nothing wrong. Trust me. I'm also a mommy's boy at some point. Yeah,
I can relate.
I go out for shopping. Exactly. You see, so everything happens for a reason. For sure. Yeah. Even the
definitely.
beatings happen for a reason.
Aish.
Yeah.
But hey,
Nothing
guys, this is an amazing episode. It was a really, really fun one because we could all relate. We were all growing up. We all, I mean, us three, we grew up together, so we knew what happened when they're like, yay, I'm going to discipline you if you don't listen.
Given that eye.
That speaking eye, and also with friends, you know, especially church friends. I think church friends, like, we grow closer because you're congregating, you're worshiping God together, so that relationship will be strong. And also friends out there. But I think we've really communicated how to communicate parents and parents, you know, and I just really want to thank you guys for this one. So if you have any words of inspiration for the viewers out there, anything at all.
I think for me, firstly, be thoughtful, be very cognitive while you're discussing. Understand whether it be your culture, society, and everything while you're communicating, because all those play a role in the way you communicate. Understand there's respect needed for certain things. You don't just speak however. Read the room. So just be very cognitive. Be cognitive while you're talking and just communicating with people. That's it from me.
Yeah.
What about you, guys?
You wanted to say something, right? Okay.
Yeah.
For me, as I said before, I'll give you two things: respect and be thoughtful.
Yeah.
Not only to the parents, but to your friends.
And to yourself.
Because you cannot have a conversation with your friends without respect. You end up shouting at each other. You end up not listening. You end up saying, "No, you're wrong. No, because Cristiano Ronaldo did this." You won't be. So respect and be thoughtful for me. To the viewers out there, that's all I have for you.
What about you, Ryan?
I think for me is to forever remember your parents. Even when you get up there, because there's people who are up there who forget about their parents.
And where they come
And their
from.
parents have been with them since birth, since before they were born even.
Celebrate them.
Celebrate your parents, appreciate them, spoil them even.
Yes.
Very much.
Do something good for them once in a while.
Yeah.
For me, I think stay beautiful, stay fresh, stay cool. See you guys next time. No, but on a real note, there's a lot to say, but just to keep it short, respect one another, respect yourself, respect your parents, and love everyone. So that's what I've got to say.
Yeah, but Wayne is not respecting me.
Wayne doesn't respect nobody.
He's wearing the same hoodie again. Look.
Check stance.
Sorry,
Check
guys.
stance.
You're not respecting me. Look.
Sorry.
Who are the twins
You
now?
guys
as
are
you
tuning
said?
again. Guys, I'm telling you soon, on our TikToks, we're going to be posting an episode. Who are the real twins in this group? Who are the real twins? It's coming on our TikTok, on our platform. It's coming.
Guys, leave it.
Look, they're wearing both of them, the pants, grey and black. The sweater's the same.
Look, you can't even say anything. It's just saying, guys.
Who's gonna pray?
Let's keep it short with ended. So who's gonna pray for us as we close?
Host.
Okay,
Yes, the host.
Yay.
Amen.
Right.
Oh yes.
So let's bow our heads as we pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before your throne of grace and mercy, thanking you for today, thanking you that we're able to gather here and talk about communication. Right now we're communicating with you, and I'm asking that you bless our viewers and bless us, Lord. And I'm asking that you bless us in the next episode, and that once again they are blessed. I'm asking that you forgive us for our sins and keep protecting us, Lord. I thank you for the producers, for the equipment that we have, and that we're able to talk to the viewers out there, and that they can relate to us, and that we can relate to each other, Lord. I'm asking that you continue to be with us, and that your hand is over us, and that your name keeps on being glorified. This I ask and pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell. Follow us on our socials and also on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook at MelVee Broadcasting Network. And if you have any questions or anything you'd like to say, comments are open. I don't know if you guys' DMs are open.
Hey.
They can slide.
Okay.
The comments are open down below.
Yeah.
So other than that,
Yeah.
stay blessed, stay fresh, stay cool, stay beautiful. See you guys in the next one.
Annyeong.
Bye.
Totsins. Sayonara. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my best
Thank you.
friend.
Te quiero mucho.